Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. As you all know, Alva is the strat to run currently. It is the best strategy in the whole game. So I thought to myself, what builds are we actually going for? And we ended up with the ultimate Alva build. We are playing Blade, Vortex, Item Rarity, Inquisitor. This build relies around Dagger, Raven Mask, and Headhunter. We are basically life stacking, we have insane amount of expensive flasks. A little disclaimer at this point, this build is pretty expensive. We spent around 2.5 mirrors so far, and we can get a lot more defenses and a lot more damage, but at the current state, we can pretty much run the 16.5 Alvas without any problems. Most mods don't even affect us. We can even run reflect maps. Even though the HP pool might seem a little bit low, we can almost tank anything in the whole map. We are running around with about 70 to 100 Headhunter stacks. Our Progenesis is running. We have a Cinder Swallow Urn Flask. We have Wine of the Prophet. And even our Quicksilver Flask is regenerating us live. So how does this build really work? And what makes it great for Alva? So first of all, we are running Headhunter, which is pretty insane for Alva and general in mapping situations. It's providing us with a lot of buffs, a lot of sustainability, defenses, and damage. And we are basically zooming through the map. With the guy Raven Mask, we can pretty much extend our shrine buffs. So we can easily run all 4 Alvas with the evolving shrine buff, which basically makes the strats super nice for Alva. We have an insane amount of area damage, area of effect. Our AoE damage is pretty much insane. We almost have screen-wide AoE pops with Parrot of Ash and our Oriath and Bismuth Flask. We could upgrade even more, so we have even more pops, but that technique would cost a little bit more currency. So how do we actually stack our damage? We are using Blade Vortex with crit. So our passive Righteous Providence gives us a lot of critical chance, so it's pretty easy for us to cap our crit in maps. Outside of map, I am currently at 80% critical strike chance. We have 380 critical multiplayer without any map buffs, which is pretty insane. Then we are going to convert our physical damage to elemental damage. Physical converted to cold, physical converted to lightning. We are using Animate Guardian. I will put the Animate Guardian items in the description below. Basically, it's just Kingmaker, Dopplerganger, Southbound, leercast, and rare boots with some life regen and chaos resistance. So we are getting Fortify, more rarity, and Culling Strike. We are also getting rarity from our ring. We could get some more rarity from our chest, but this would be just a mirror chest, which I currently can't afford. Our defenses in this build are pretty nice. We kept all of our resistances. And we also have 75% chaos resistance. We have some block of attack and spell damage. We can't take critical damage from enemies because we have maximum crit extra damage reduction. We are completely ailment immune. And we have a lot of regen, a lot of life and energy shield regen. Also, we are using a Progenesis Flask. We are using Petrified Blood. We are using the Cinder Swallow Urn, which gives us energy shield on kill. Once we start killing in maps, we are basically immortal. Before that, we need to be a little bit careful, but you will see it in the showcase. Once we start killing things, we are just unstoppable. We literally kill a whole screen of monsters in just 1 second. One pop is all it needs, and the whole screen is gone. This is just the ultimate Alva strat build. The only downside of this build is it is laggy as hell. Unfortunately, the game can't handle its own strategies. So Alva is unfortunately pretty laggy. But if you like to break the game, if you like to get a lot of loot, this is the build and strategy for you, 100%. On top, we are using the Doriani Smirk. Unfortunately, this is the wrong mercenary. Usually we would use the Wrath and Zealotry, but I didn't get lucky so far, so we are still using our Kineticist with Haste and Inspiring Cry, and obviously we are using Doriani because, let's be honest, Doriani mercs are pretty broken currently, and this merc basically never dies. Our Animate Guardian can practically die, but is almost never the case. And if he dies, we can just resummon him next map. We don't even really need him, it's just nice for the Fortify and some more loot. As you can see in the map showcase, this build is insanely fast, insanely tanky. We basically can't die at a certain point. We one-shot basically whole screens, which is insane. The pops are so satisfying. As I said, the only real downsides of this build is the Alva Strat itself, because it gets pretty laggy. So you might have to question, how is this build even capable of running reflected maps without using awakened elemental damage or any other things like that? It's pretty easy. We are using Bound by Destiny. Cannot take reflected elemental damage for shaper items are equipped. And since our chest, our amulet, our helm and our shield are shaper items, this is pretty easy to achieve. We are also using 2 elder items, which gives us 15% maximum HP, which makes this build even better. As you can see in the POB, our damage is great, our defenses is great, so we basically lacking nothing. We can run easy maps. The only thing we can't run is bosses basically. This is an Alva Strat only build. We're actually able to run other strats as well, but this one is really tailored for Alva Strat. So if you want to farm currency effectively and have a lot of fun while blasting maps, while one-shotting whole screens, while literally looting insane amounts of currencies, this is the build for you.